Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel SQL Mastery with KP. And in this video, we are going to talk about the very interesting part again. It's a part 8. And first thing first, if you have not watched my previous parts, please watch this first. So it will be easy and it will be very interesting to understand this part. So in this part, we are going to discuss about the truncate command in SQL. Okay. So let's say this is my customer table. Okay, select star from customer table. Select star from customer. And here you can see that, right? So there are 1, 2, 3, 10, 11, and 12. The 6 records is available, right? With this customer IDs, right? Now, let's say I want to delete one record. Let's say I want to delete for Amadip. Okay, I know the customer ID is 12. Okay, if I go and do the select star from customer, okay, and there is where conditions available in the SQL, right? So if I use this where conditions, where let's say customer ID is equal to 12. Okay, so if I execute this, it show me the select star from it show me that one records, right? So it filter this customer based on the customer ID, what is the where conditions given in that. Okay, so I'm using the same conditions to delete this record. So the syntax is the same, delete, and you just have to use this same. Okay, and I paste here, and if I delete from this, you can see that one row is affected, right? So that means this record is get deleted. Now if I go and do a select star from the customers, that 12 record is gone, right? So that is get deleted from this database table. So this is how you can do the delete, right? And we already see one more command is the drop, right? So what drop do? It will delete all the tables, right? It will drop all this table, data and table. But now let's say my requirement is that I want to, delete all the data, only data, not a table. Okay. So I want to delete all the data, all the data. Okay. But not a table. So what I can do in that case, right? So I can do again a delete from customer as well, right? If I, instead of select star from, if I do a delete from the customer, this will also delete all my records. Okay. And if I use the truncate command is there, right? Okay, now that's what we are going to learn about the truncate command. Okay, so let me show you both the things, right? So if I do delete from customer, it says the 5 rows is affected, right? So if I go and do a select star from the customer, I can see that all the data is deleted from the delete tables, right? Again, now let's say again I have to I will insert few records again. Okay, let's say I'm inserting again these 3 records. Okay, 3 rows inserted successfully, right? Now if I go and do a select star from customer, I can see that again, I can see that these 3 records is here, right? Now if we have seen why this is 1002, 1003, and 1004 comes, because the customer ID set for this is why this is start with 1002, because the identity column is set for this with 1000. Let's see in the database. Okay, why this is happening. Okay, why this 1000 plus coming. Okay, so let's go to the table. Okay, Amazon database table. Go to the customer table, go to this column. Okay, this is customer key, right? Customer ID. Right click here, go to the properties and check it out. My identity column is 1, my identity increment is 1, but if I delete and I'm starting with this, it started with 1002, 1003, and 1004. Okay, but uh, I want to, let's say I want to start this with 1, right? Because I have deleted all this, right? Let's say maybe this identity changed by me, maybe. Okay, so if I do a select star from the customers, it started with 1002 100, but technically just imagines my requirement is that now I have tested some data on my database on my web applications. Now it's going to be go live on from tomorrow, and I want to delete all the data. I want to truncate all the data, and I want to start this customer ID with one. Okay, because technically it should start with one, right? And it will increment by one. Okay, so how I can do that? Okay, if I delete the records, if I delete all the record, delete from customers, and if I select star from customers, I can see the blank. But if I go again and if I'm trying to insert these records again into the database, and if I go and do a select star from the customers, I can see that 1005, 1006, 1007 is coming, right? That means, let's say the current identity is 1007. So it will add +1 here, right? In that. So it's currently it's 1007. And let's say this is the 3 records, right? We have added. Let me add this one record. Okay. If I go and insert, one row is affected out. Now it will give me the 100 plus 1007 plus 8. So if I do a select star from, it's giving me the 1008. Actually, if I delete all these records, it will start again with 1009, 10010. But I don't want this, because I want it should start with 1. So how I can do that? Okay. So let's say, let me use the truncate command. Okay, this time instead of deleting, the truncate will do the same things. Okay, truncate table and table name. Let's say I'm giving the table name is customer. Okay, and I'm just executing this command. Okay, now this command is executed. It's deleted the records from this customer table, right? Select star from. Wow. Okay, now you might have the questions, right? If delete is doing the same things, the truncate table also doing the same thing, right? Delete customers, delete all rows from customer, and truncate is also doing the same things, right? Delete all rows from customer. Okay, but then what is the difference between them, right? So as I shown to you, delete will delete the record row by row. Okay, and you have the choice to add the where conditions as well, right? The way we did for one record ID, right? 1008, sorry, for customer ID 12, right? We delete with the where conditions. That means delete delete command will delete the rows, okay, from that table with where conditions. Or if you go without where conditions, it will delete all the rows, but it will do the row by row operations. Okay, and that's why this delete is row by row operation, that is on a data level operations, and that's why it's data manipulation language, right? So delete is a DML command. Right now, interesting part is that let me insert. Okay, so we did a truncate, right? A truncate from customer, right? And now let me insert the new records. Okay, let me insert these 3 records. Okay, wow, 3 records is inserted. Now if I do a select star from customer, tell me what will be the ID. Will it be 1007 plus 1, or it will be 1008 plus 1, or plus 2, or something like that? Guess what? Here's the magic. If I do a select star from customer, you can see that it start with a 1, 2, 3. Wow, great. This is what my requirement, right? I want to delete all the testing data, because let's say I have developed one applications and that is going to be live tomorrow for client. For it will be public website, let's say any government website, or it's maybe like Amazon like application, and it is going live from tomorrow. And today we did all the testing, all the dry run, we add some testing data, all that stuff, and now it will be go tomorrow, um, go live, right? And in that case, I want to delete all the records, and it should start with the identity 1. Okay, in that case, I will not delete, I will use the truncate command, and truncate will delete all the records from this table. But again, it set my identity to original position, and that is the one of the biggest difference between truncate and delete. And dear friends, this is the interesting questions that they will ask you in the interview, right? The difference between delete, drop, and truncate. Okay, so always remember the drop will always on top, because drop will delete, it will delete it will drop the tables. Okay, it will drop the table. So that's why it's on definition level, right? So that's why it's called as data definition language, no doubt, right? Delete, we already seen, right? So for delete, it will delete the rows, right? You have the where condition, you have the choice to delete few rows, or you have to choice to delete all the rows. But again, it will delete the row by row. Okay, and that's the reason it is on row level, it is on data level, right? So that's why we call it as it manipulates the data, right? So that's why it's a DML command, right? It's my data manipulations command. Now the interesting fact is that truncate, right? So that will be again a famous interview question for you guys. Okay, so what is the truncate, DDL or DML? Now you tell me, what do you think? Truncate is a DML or DDL, right? So even when I was freshers, I was in the confusions, right? So a truncate is a DML or DDL. But when I did this practically, right? When I did, I set some identity and then truncate the tables, and when I trying to insert the records, I see that it started with one. That means something is happened, okay, on truncate, and it's restructure your schema, it reset your schema, right? Because that's why this operation is on a schema level, right? Because it reset your identity and all that stuff. So truncate is nothing but a data definition language, always remember. Okay, because truncate, if you see here in this example, right, it set the identity to one again, right? So when you create a new table, when you create a new table, right, customer, let's say you drop and create table again, and when you start inserting the records, it start with one, right? If my identity is start with one and seed is one, then it start with one. That means something, truncate is doing something which is on a schema level. So this is the main reason. Okay, even they ask you in the interview why truncate is a DDL, a data definition language. So you can give this practical example, and trust me, if you give this example practically, they will understand what depth knowledge you have. Okay, so always remember, truncate is a data definition language. Now you maybe have the questions, right? So if the delete is doing the same things, truncate is doing the same things, then what is the difference between that? So first thing first, it's a data definition language. Second, it's always faster than, okay, it's always faster than your delete operations, because delete will do a row by row operations, okay, even row by row operation. And your truncate is faster because it's do on a table level, it's table level. Okay, so it's working like dropping and recreating your schema or some data pages. Okay, so this is what, guys, I want to help you to understand in this video. I hope now the truncate is very clear to you, and the difference between the drop, truncate and delete. Just do this practice, guys. Try to reproduce this scenario. Okay, try to understand this with a drop, create and truncate, and it will help you to understand this fact. Okay, and when you do these things practically, you will understand this, you will get the confidence. Okay, when you go for interview, this confidence will help you if you do this practically. So remember to do this practically, and it will help you to go to the next level. Thank you so much, guys. In this video, that's it for today. Okay, and I will see you in the next video. Guys, just one request, let me know in the comment box, are you enjoying that playlist that I'm creating? Okay, and if you're understanding this, let me know in the comment box. Please like, share and subscribe. Also share with your friends who are also want to learn the SQL and get a high paying SQL job. Okay, and if you have any questions, I have given the registration link, a registration form link in my description box. So you can go and just click on that, fill your info, fill your details, and I will get back to you. If in case you have any queries, you can ask me in the comment box, or you can fill that form and let me know your queries, or I will catch you then. Okay. So thank you so much, guys. See you in the next video. Till then, keep practicing. Okay. Happy SQL. Thank you. Bye.